Welcome to my channel. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos.
To ponder over what you said. Do you have any regrets given the polarized opinion that your comments sparked off? Do you feel you were misunderstood? How do you see the way the controversy has played out?
I have no regrets about saying what I said. I do not go back on anything that I said. I do not backtrack at all. I do not claim that I was misquoted either, because everybody who wishes to backtrack claims they have been misquoted. What I said was accurately reported. It's just that there were several other things that were attributed to me which I did not speak. And those are the things that I wish to clarify at this point. Earlier I have not said anything because I did not feel I had any reason to justify what I said, and nor was I interested in appearing in one of these shouting matches that go on every channel all the time.
Let's come to those specific aspects that you wish to clarify. Let's come to those specific aspects, because your comments, as they were interpreted, were seen as fear-mongering. Naseeruddin Shah, when you say, I feel anxious for my children, tomorrow if a mob surrounds them and asks, are you Hindu or Muslim, they will have no answer because they have no religion. Poison has already spread in society. This was interpreted as Naseeruddin Shah spreading fear and insecurity among the minority community in this country.
Fear, yes. Exactly. Because the people who are accusing me of this are the ones who want me to say that as a Muslim I feel scared in India. I have never said that, and I do not say it now. There are people who not only want me to say that I am scared, they want me to feel scared. And they want this feeling of fear to spread. And that is not going to happen, which is why I advocate and I reiterate what I said on the Karwan-e-Mohabbat interview. That I'm not afraid, I'm angry. And I want every right person thinking to be angry about the situation as well. This is exactly what I said. The people who, I wish they would tell me, those who are advocating that I be sent to Pakistan, or that I be shot, or that I am making divisive statements, hate mongering, etc. I would like them to point out anything in what I actually said which has the slightest odor of treachery or of sedition or of anything. I did not say I hate this country, I don't want to leave it. I never took the word Pakistan. I never spoke of the insecurity of being a Muslim in this country. I spoke of my children, and I was not referring only to my children, because my children are part of the future of this country.
Let me come for a moment to what you just said. You said you don't feel fearful. You don't feel fearful as much as you feel angry. What is it that made you feel angry? Is it that the Bulandshahr episode is what triggered this off? Because you do say there is complete immunity for those who take law into their own hands. We have already witnessed that the death of a cow has more significance than that of a police officer in today's India. Was it Bulandshahr and what happened there that triggered this outburst?
Right. I don't know what triggered this outburst. I suppose it is something that has been building up within me for a while, because of the stray incidents that we keep hearing about the mob lynchings, about the crowd taking the law into their own hands, and something I witnessed at first hand in Ajmer when I went there. These are things which keep getting me angry, and the fact that this kind of misbehavior seems to have become the norm. There seems to be nothing that you can say unless you tom-tom your love for the country all the time, and unless you wear your patriotism on your sleeve, you are immediately branded a traitor. This is completely beyond understanding, and I do not know what agenda this kind of feeling is serving. You know, and the point is that whichever political dispensation you owe loyalty to, it's of no consequence to me. I'm not saying that things were better in an earlier regime or they will be better in another one. Things have been getting gradually worse over the years, and we have all seen that. And if I express outrage over what happened in Bulandshahr, how is this destroying the image of the country? How is this defaming the country? The whole world knows what happened in Bulandshahr.
I'll tell you where where in a sense your critics then get their anger from. They say, why doesn't Naseeruddin Shah, this is the whataboutery, why doesn't Naseeruddin Shah speak, for example, when there is stone pelting in Kashmir and let's say a police officer there is targeted or a army officer is targeted? Why doesn't Naseeruddin Shah speak when Kashmiri Pandits were driven out of the valley? Why doesn't Naseeruddin Shah speak when there is terror which is linked to Islamic radicalism? That's how it is now portrayed. Why only speak in Bulandshahr? Why not speak when all these other instances are brought before, let's say, in the public domain?
Right, because I'm not a political activist and I don't consider it my business to speak on every single issue. It does not mean that I don't feel for every single issue that happens. But there are times when you just feel that you should have your say, and the fact that I said this was not referring only to the Bulandshahr incident. It was referring to all the things, all the various injustices that have happened over several decades in our country. It's an accumulated angst that I'm giving voice to.
But specifically against the minorities?
Pretty pass if you,
specifically atrocities against the minorities, is that how you're seeing it? You said that you don't see any difference between what's happened with this regime or previous regime, but the sense one gets is post-2014, there's a greater sense of siege. And are you playing to that siege mentality that may have been built among the minorities post-2014?
That's what I'm being accused of doing, and that is exactly what I'm not doing. In fact, I've often spoken that we Muslims should not feel persecuted. We shouldn't dismiss this thought from our minds. We should claim this country as ours, which it is. And so I think that is completely a baseless thing, that I am pandering to the minorities. It is every dissenting voice that is in peril. Every voice that expresses concern for the country, out of love for the country, which feels that, which is being sent the message that do not raise your voice, do not even think this way.
So how